Welcome back to T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium, and we're just about ready to play some football here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium as the Forney Jackrabbits are in town to take on the Greenville Lions in District 10 4A matchup. Very big game for both teams because the district race is on, and the Unbeatables are playing tonight, as you heard Jerry say, between J.J. Pierce and Highland Park. I'm really not looking for that to be much of a ball game, but if it is, then that bodes well for the Lions.
It most certainly does.
And the Lions have got it teed up at the 40-yard line. Mr. Rump will be doing the honors. Three deep, back deep for the Jackrabbits, and they come up expecting a pop-over. Twisty kick that is fumbled at the 11-yard line, picked up at the 4, and then coming to the near side as they're moving from our left to right across the 20. He trips over the 20-yard line and falls forward to about the, they're going to give him, I think, the 27. Surely not. No, it is a 25.
Like he made a good run back to the right there. Number 64, Spencer Payne, made the tackle, tripped him up. He had a little bit of an area there to go. Let's see what the Lions revamped somewhat. Lions defense can do against Forney. Forney's got a 230-pound quarterback here.
Well, that just means he's slow. 1st and 10 for the Jackrabbits at their 25-yard line. Pitch goes to the tailback. He goes to the line of scrimmage and then pushes forward, lost the football. And the Lions say that they have come up with it at about the 28-yard line, and they have. That is a terrific start for the Lions defense.
Rich, it looked like Kevin McDonald came off of his block on the defensive line, made a good catch, if you will, as the player went by, got his right arm, pulled the ball out, and I'm surprised to see Forney line up in the eye there. I think they run when we were running against them this summer in the 7-on-7. They were quite impressive, so we'll see what the Lions can do here. First down and 10 at the 29 of Forney.
Trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Jeremy Fowler hands it off to Jermaine Hamilton, who goes to the right, and he is met after about a 1-yard gain and then is taken down at the 29-yard line.
Looks like Lawson Hartwick, the little brother of Landon Hartwick. Lawson, number 32, is a 6-foot, 210-pound sophomore coming off that defensive line. Made a pretty good play there.
So they give him a loss of a yard of the play. So I'm kind of surprised by that. One man in motion. He takes the handoff. Tries to make the turn at the 30. Nothing there as the Jackrabbit defense has been everywhere. The Lions have been trying to go, and that was Alton Dennis on the little end around.
And defense made another good play there, quickly shedding off blockers and coming into the backfield. It's like about 3rd and 11. Probably a passing down here, so we'll see. Looks like Forney's going to play 2 deep safeties, but nobody's really deep.
Nope, they pretty much got everybody up. Jeremy drops back to pass, has time, throws over the middle, almost intercepted as one of the guys slipped in underneath and batted the ball away, and that was Chad Lowry that made the block.
It's like he had one of the defensive backs step right in front of that as Jeremy Fowler was scrambling around. Looked like on the far side maybe Alton Dennis had gotten behind the defender over there, but Jeremy Fowler was looking back over toward the middle. Didn't catch the receiver. Looks like we're going for it on 4th down, Rich.
May as well. Too close to punt it. Fowler back to throw. Rolls right, being chased. Tucks and runs. At the 20, has a 1st down, out to the 17-yard line, fumbled the football, and the runner down the far side of the field to midfield at the 50-yard line. And I don't know, let's see, I'm waiting on the officials to sort this one out, but the officials were running with the return man.
I thought Jeremy was down there. It looks like he dove a little bit there to get the 1st down at the last. Got down almost, I guess, the 15-yard line, and I guess the ball did come out, and it's returned by Forney out to midfield. Wow, I didn't see that at all.
Nope, everything was happening over on the far side of the field, but that was not a good thing. 1st and 10 for Forney. Ball's right at the 50-yard line on the far hash mark. They're moving left to right.
Forney coming out in that spread offense this time.
Twins to either side. One man in motion to the far side. Play action. Throwing off of the back foot. It came up short, and one of the Lions almost intercepted the pass.
Looks like Mr. Tyree over there, and number 33, I'm not privileged to know his name. I guess that was Marcus Talley. Both had good coverage back there, and Landon Hartwick, the 230-pound quarterback, just floated that up there, and Lions came close there, but that was more of what I expected to see out of Forney, that spread offense. They were pretty good during the summer doing that.
Yeah, but throwing the football as you're moving back and you throw it off of that back
foot. He was off balance.
Yeah, and then it was too light. From the shotgun, handoff left side, out to the 45, short of a first down at about the 42-yard line of the Greenville Lions over on the far side of the field.
Looked like Benny Lee Shelby just knifed through there and almost had the runner in the backfield that time. Benny Lee Shelby playing this week for, I believe normally in there is Justin Reeves, but Benny Lee almost had him in the backfield, but I guess that's Peter Smith, probably the top running back in our district, got up 3rd down and 2.
They give it to Smith, left side, first down, and a little bit more to go with it, down to the 36-yard line of Greenville. 1st and 10 for Forney from there with 9:32 to play in the first quarter. No score in the game. Both teams have fumbled, and right now Forney has the advantage in the fumble.
Yeah, that really cost us down there. Looks like Jeremy Fowler had the first down after he decided to run on 4th down and coughed it up and returned by Forney to the 50. And looks like they have 1st and 10 on the line, 35-yard line.
In shotgun formation. Ball is on the ground, still on the ground, and the Lions have picked it up. The quarterback turned around to pick it up and reached down and didn't come up with it, and so it was still there.
That was number 33 again, Marcus Talley. Looked like Landon Hartwick was faking to the tailback going up the middle and going to do some sort of keeper or an option. And you're right, Rich. He turned around to grab the ball, reached down, and didn't get anything but air. And Marcus Talley came up with the football, so the Lions are back in business at their own 42-yard line.
I'm not sure he didn't mean to give it off to that back that came through.
It might have been one of those things that I've been victim of before. You want to give, but they don't want.
Trips to the near side for the Lions. Ball is fumbled on the ground by Jermaine Hamilton. He picks it up at the 38 and is upended at the 45. He was at 43 and he goes out to the 45. And so, boy, everybody's got fumbleitis here tonight.
Rich, I think this is commonly known as a Tony Romo ball, and I think we probably need to switch balls because it's probably too slick. Jermaine normally sure-handed. I don't know if Jeremy Fowler didn't put it in the old gut there good enough, or Jermaine just dropped it. He ended up picking it up and gaining a couple of yards. Like we got 2nd and 7 from the 45 here. So we got a double receivers on each side with motion.
Heath in motion to the right side takes the handoff up to the 45, trying to turn the corner and gets maybe to the 48-yard line. I'm not sure he's at 100% yet, but he's the fastest guy on the field for the Lions.
He sure is. He's been battling that high ankle sprain for weeks, and any sprinter will tell you that's one of the worst injuries you can have. And you're right, Kevin has tremendous speed, and we're trying to get the ball in his hands. Tried to turn the corner there, brings up a 3rd and long 5, I guess, at the line 48. We really need to make something happen here since we've been given an opportunity back from Forney.
They need to get to the Jackrabbit 48 to get the first down. Trips to the far side, handed off over the right side, and there is a loss on the play of about 2 yards as Ty Finney just could not get there.
Boy, Lawson Hartwick and a couple other Jackrabbits really in there quick. Looks like we're going to punt Jeremy Fowler back to punt here as looks like number 5, Tyler McElveen, goes back for Forney.
Fowler gets a good snap. Pretty nice punt. Should get a good roll and does inside the 15, down to the 10, 8, 7, 6, 5 yard line.
Well, it wasn't pretty, but as I've told him as we practiced before, just get that thing to roll, and look how gorgeous that looks, Rich.
That's what I'm saying. I could tell by the way that it was, the nose of it was up, so when it hit the ground, it was going to bounce good.
You get the old tail down, and that ball will bounce and get down there. Almost a 45-yard punt by Fowler. So Forney starts way deep in their territory here, and we'll see what the Lions defense can come up with here as we've gotten a lucky bounce. Couldn't make anything out of it, so we'll see what we can do defensively.
Earl says he got a 49-yard punt out of that.
49. Earl's better at math than I am.
Earl's better at a lot of things than I am. Hartwick under center, movement on the part of the line, and flags fly. And Smith takes off to the left side and is tackled at about the 17. Not very easy to take down, but there's penalty markers back at the 5, and I'm guessing this is going to be offsides against Greenville.
Had Landon Hartwick use the old John Elway count, the very, very hard count with the movement of the head, and about half the Lions defense jumped off field. Tyree Cozine come up to tackle Peter Smith and hung on for dear life till about half the defense got there, and it looks like they're going to decline that penalty and take the play, so they've got a good run on first down.
Moves the ball out to the Forney. Let's see, looks like they're going to place it down at the 18-yard line. 17, Earl? 17-yard line. First and 10 on the far hash mark, moving left to right. No score in the game with 6:50 to play. Forney has fumbled it twice. Greenville has fumbled it twice. Lost it once. Forney has lost both of their fumbles. Smith comes and is met hard at the 15-yard line, and I'm not sure who
that was Ryan Mosby.
Up high.
Looks like Ryan Mosby, and I'm not sure who that other young man was, but that was a number 30. Made a very good play. That's just nothing but turn around, pitch it to Peter Smith, and let him pick his hole with that pretty good size offensive line up there, maybe comparatively speaking. Didn't really get anything, lost yardage, and really good play by the Lions defense.
Yeah, weren't no hole. Reggie Washington, the other tackler on that. This is a shotgun I formation. Smith with a handoff over the left side at the 15 and is hit hard, still up at the 20, and it finally falls forward at about the 23-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and about 4.
Well, that was a really good run by Peter Smith there, and they list him at 5'6", 145, Rich, but he plays a lot bigger than that. Benny Lee Shelby again knifing through his block. Almost had him in the backfield, but Smith very fleet of foot, and looks like Ty Finney and some other ones got him on the far side. So we got 3rd and 4 at the 23-yard line. Really need a stop here by the line defense.
Straight T offense for the Jackrabbits. Twins to the near side, one receiver to the far side. 3rd down and 4 play from the shotgun. Hartwick wants to throw it. Is dropped back at the 12.
Jermaine
Hamilton there again.
Again. Folks, week in, week out, this kid, smallest kid on the field, but he is so tough to block. That low center of gravity, and really made a nice play on that big 230-pound quarterback. And you may be right, Rich. That just means he can't move a whole lot because he didn't show a lot of movement there.
There wasn't any quickness that impressed me.
It's like Courtney Gray back for the punt, standing about midfield on a very nice night for football at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Sparse crowd both sides, but still an interesting game so far.
Punter standing back at the 3-yard line, gets a pretty good rush. Pretty fair kick, taken by Gray at the 47. Down the far sideline at the 30. To the 20. And then out of bounds, they're going to mark him out to say at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Greenville Lions. A great return by Courtney Gray.
That was so well done. Courtney caught the ball, had a couple of blockers, sidestepped a couple of Forney Jackrabbits, and just literally outran everybody else to the sideline. And it looks like we're going to have the ball at the 21-yard line. And we've been down in this territory before, so we really need to make something happen here as both teams come out possibly a little sloppy with the play, but both teams do know how important this game is, Rich.
32-yard punt return by Courtney Gray. Courtney returned 26 yards, 32-yard punt. And now Fowler wants to throw, pumps once, now in trouble, gets away, gets back into trouble, and goes down right about the original line of scrimmage.
Which looked like we had number 3 in the back of the end zone. I don't know if Jeremy didn't see him. It looked like he was Fowler was going to try to hit him in the back of the end zone, but I don't know what he saw. I was actually watching the defensive line.
I think you saw a lot of white jerseys.
I think that may have been it. So we'll try again. It looks like he lost about a yard, so it's about 2nd and 11.
Ball is on the near hash mark. Line's moving right to left. Fowler sends Dennis in motion from right to left. Takes the snap, hands it off inside, and to the 25-yard line goes Ty Finney.
Well, that's Lawson Hartwick again, folks, a sophomore. Boy, he was in the backfield, and as soon as Ty Finney got the ball, the handoff from Jeremy Fowler, he has really been impressive here in the opening minutes of the first quarter. So it brings up another long 3rd and 13 for the Lions, who just haven't been able to capitalize on a lot of Forney mistakes.
Kind of looked like that was a little bit too slow in developing there, too. 3rd down at about 14 now. Here's Fowler with a snap, back to pass. Looking, throwing deep over the middle, and it is incomplete at the goal line. Had, I think it was Courtney Gray. No, it's Ty Finney. Oh, Alton Dennis at the goal line. And not sure if he misled him or if the defender got in front of him.
I think he just threw it behind him, Rich. Jeremy looked once and pumped. I think if he'd have thrown it there and got it out in front of him, Alton was there. But yeah, he just threw the ball back behind him. As looks like we're going to try a field goal. That's a 42-yard field goal attempt.
Andrew Tarrant, ball lined up on the near hash mark. It's down. The kick is low and wide. I'm not sure if one of them got a hand on it.
No, but he saw the guy coming. He was going to get blocked.
Earl said Mr. Tarrant saw the guy coming and may have been looking at him out of the corner of his eye, and so sends a twister into the sky.
I didn't get the number of that train, but someone came through there and may have distracted him, and so yet another opportunity for the Lions. Got to take advantage of those sooner or later.
I think it's one of those bicyclers, you know. They're always on the road somewhere and you don't see them till the last minute. Earl rides a lot, so I got to get those shots.
I see. In fact, the Lions have it 1st and 25 at the 40 25.
Straight T formation, Hartwick hands it off left side to the 30, pushing out to the 33, maybe the 34.
Number 25th carry.
Looks like Peter Smith really is fleet of foot. He seems to be using his blockers well as he goes to the left. Made just a couple of little juke plays, stayed in behind the lineman. As you know, sometimes when you're running the ball, if you can dip inside and then go back outside, you can really help your linemen with their blocks as far as lining up on the defensive players, and he seems to do that very well. Now here, we're in the eye. This is a good place for a play-action pass and 2nd and 1.
Ball is at the 34-yard line. Hartwick is under center, gives off to the first man through, so they're trying to pick up the first down and have, as he's still on his feet, and then finally pushed down back at the 35-yard line, but they'll give him forward progress to the 39.
Good tough run by the fullback. So much for what I know. Straight up the middle, no nonsense, good first down, and Forney's on the move again. First down at their own 40-yard line.
So Earl and I are trying to work our way through these numbers because the rosters that they gave us were not in numerical order.
I believe they are in the last name.
Well, that's good if you know the last name of the player. Handoff to Smith, up the middle, tiptoes across the 45, the 50, quickly down to the 45 of Greenville, and inside the 45 to the 48. 1st and 10 for the Forney Jackrabbits.
Rich, he may be 145 pounds, but boy, he sure keeps those legs pumping, keeps the body moving forward, that natural lean, and really came through and sliced through the Lions defense that time all the way down to the 42-yard line. I see why he had almost 900 yards rushing already this season.
1st and 10 for Forney. No score in the game with 1:20 to play, and the clock is rolling here in the first quarter at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. One more home game for the Lions.
It's like a double wing here as they snap it deep to the quarterback. He still got it.
Near side. Hartwick now throwing it right, and it's intercepted by Marcus Talley at the 28-yard line. Again, he threw off that back foot, got the nose of the ball up, and there was some serious pressure coming from the Greenville defense.
Yeah, the backside pressure. I'm not sure who that was, but he did throw off that back foot again. To be such a big quarterback, he could really get his body into that and make a good throw there, because the young man coming across the middle was open, but we did make another good play in the defensive secondary on the ball. So it's like the Lions will shut up shop on the 28-yard line, and we've got to really take advantage of some mistakes here by Forney to put some points on the board, as we have a few players that go both ways. They get really tired in the fourth quarter, so we'll see what Jeremy Fowler and the team can do.
Fowler, quick pass, right side, caught by Dennis, gets across the 30 and out close to the 35-yard line. Kind of a long sweep, if you will. They toss it out to the right side and they pick up, 7, Earl? 6 or 7? 6? 6.5.
That is a long 6.5. That is a long pass for Jeremy Fowler from the left hash all the way to the right numbers, but they both did well, so it looks like we got about 2nd and 3.
Handoff, ball is fumbled and picked up by Ty Finney, and fortunately it bounced right back to him, and then he falls forward for a couple 3 yards. But that's a 3rd fumble for the Lions tonight. They've only lost 1, fortunately, so far, but neither team has done. I mean, in the first quarter, you have 5 fumbles from both teams, and that's going to end the first quarter play with no score in the game, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
And at the end of the first quarter, Forney Jackrabbits.
Welcome back to TA Cotton Ford Stadium. No score in the game. Forney had 13 plays for 60 yards in the first half. Smith was 8 of 65 for carrying, 63 for carrying. Greenville had 12 plays for 22 yards. So Smith is the difference in the ball game for either team, but neither team seems to want to hang on to it. Fowler keeps it going over the left side. Gets across the 40, got the first down, and gets popped pretty hard. They're going to give him to the 41 of forward progress.
He actually sidestepped a few people that time. Jeremy sidestepped a few people that time after the double fake. So he did make good yardage, but he did get popped right there at the end of that. But it looks like first down for the Lions at their 41-yard line.
First down for either team in the ball game.
No, for Greenville.
For Greenville, okay. I was trying to read the hand signals. Fowler back to throw. Got batted at the line of scrimmage. I think that was Hardwick.
That was Hardwick again, and Jeremy basically is staring down his receiver, if you will. He's got to look off to the right-hand side, because if the ball had not been tipped, number 23 for Forney had very, very good coverage over there, and I'm not sure what had happened. Now, he looks rather diminutive in size, but he did have very, very good coverage, as looks like we put 4 receivers out, 3 to the near side.
Didn't look very big either.
No.
Fowler back to throw, near side out to Dennis with the catch. Across the 45, at the 50, and then down to the 47-yard line, and that's good enough for a first down for the Greenville Lions in Jackrabbits territory.
Ty Finney out to the right that time, throwing a good block. Looks like also number 9 down here for the Lions. I don't have his name. Both of those guys throwing good blocks, lead blocks for Alton, and made that play work. That time. We've tried that numerous times in the past and maybe hadn't worked as well. So thought we got 5 wide receivers this time, Rich.
I think that's Gerald Nelson is number 9. Back to pass goes Jeremy Fowler. Throws it left side. Caught. Courtney Gray at the 40. And it's going to be inside the 40-yard line. They'll mark it just inside the 39 in Forney Jackrabbit territory.
7 yards.
As an old quarterback here, Rich, that is an awful dangerous pass when you do that, when you can make it work correct. The Lions did a good job that time of selling with Jeremy Fowler, dropping back, the line giving way to some of their blocks as Courtney came inside and got a nice gain out of that.
2nd and 2. Handoff over the middle, across the 35 to about the 34-yard line goes Jermaine Hamilton with a first down for the Lions.
Jeremy Fowler put Courtney Gray in motion that time, hoping to shift the defense maybe to the left, and fake to him, and then Jermaine Hamilton came in there. Good, tough run by number 4, as always. Really, really a tough kid to bring down. Going both ways, just played his heart out last week at Richardson Pierce. So it looks like the Lions are in business at the 34-yard line of Forney.
Twins on either side. Fowler back to throw. Pumps once under pressure. Looking left, now takes off with it and is tackled at about the 35-yard line. And maybe a half-yard loss on the play, and a Jackrabbit is down back to the 38. 10:03, and the clock's still rolling. Now they stop it. And we have an officials timeout, and there's no score in the game here at T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. The Lions have looked a little bit more in control offensively. In that particular play, they just got through running when they send slot men in motion, and then he fakes a handoff to the 2 of them, and then he has to do something with it. Before that, some teams we've been playing are too fast for them to run that play.
That play has to develop so very, very slowly. The problem is you have to hold the defense out until that play develops. We just have to try to get it developed faster. And looked like Jeremy was going to pump the out and then try to hit the up man on the go on the outside, but I think that was Hartwick again, and Rich, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not him. I thought it might have been his little brother in the backfield again, giving Jeremy all kinds of fits. That young man, for a sophomore, is playing a good game, but we've got to develop that play a lot faster. I didn't see if Alton Dennis was open deep, but generally speaking, if you pump that one time, if you get one of the defensive guys to bite on it, you might have something deep. And we'll see what the Lions do here.
Don't have the luxury of that much time anymore.
Looks like a reverse reach to Alton Dennis.
To Alton Dennis around the far side at the 30. The 25 to 20 cuts back inside of the 15 and falls down at the 15-yard line. First and 10 for the Greenville Lions on a little double reverse action.
Well, Rich, unlike last week, I don't even see a flag. So looks like Jeremy Fowler put Courtney Gray in motion, took the ball, handed off to him. Alton Dennis came back around with the reverse and made a couple of nice cutback runs and cutbacks, and it looks like the Lions are in business about the 16-yard line. Really nice play.
Twins to either side. Jermaine Hamilton standing to the left of Jeremy Fowler and takes the handoff and drives across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. They may mark it at the 14 for about a 1-yard gain with 9:18 to play in the first half and the clock rolling.
Lawson Hartwick again. He is a very, very active young man from that defensive tackle or defensive end position. And Forney has a really good player there as the Lions go back to work 2nd and 8.
Jeremy Fowler. Ball is on the ground. Scramble for it, and it's picked up by the Jackrabbits. And I think that was Ty Finney. Nope, it was Alton Dennis.
Rich, looked like we were going to do the exact same play as we did the play before. As Courtney Gray took the handoff, Alton Dennis reversed his field, went to the far side of the field, and Courtney pitched it back to him. Miscommunication, mishandle, or something, and Lions lost the golden opportunity there again, and so we go back on defense as Forney comes out on the field at their 29-yard line, going south to north here, so we'll see if the defense can help us.
Well, the defense has been playing well. I don't see a lot of speed for Forney on the field, and so I think the advantage is to the Greenville Lions. There's no score in the game with 8:50 to play. Handoff is up the middle and gets maybe to the 35-yard line on the carry.
Another good run by Peter Smith.
So they'll move the down marker, and they'll put him right at the 35, almost dead center of the Zippers, with 8:29 to play here in the first half. Hartwick working under center, sends a slot man left in motion to the right. Now he comes back to the near side, hand off to the tailback, and Smith is dropped right at the 35-yard line.
That's number 30 again. Made a really good tackle on a quick tailback in the backfield.
Reggie Washington with a tackle. Brings up third down. I know at halftime I'm going to have to take my contacts out.
It is a long way, and with Forney, even with the white jerseys, it's hard to see their numbers from here. But Forney basically lining up in that I and pitching straight back to Peter Smith and telling him go get it. And here we have the T formation again.
3rd and 4 for Forney at their 35-yard line. Hartwick from the shotgun hands it off to Smith, and he is tackled at the 36-yard line.
Mr. Jermaine Hamilton from his near side all the way to the far side of the field from his position, tackling Peter Smith, a very fast tailback in the backfield. That's just a player who really wants it.
4th and 3.
Block this punt too.
Yeah, Earl says he's going to block this punt.
Well, Jermaine Hamilton's lined up near side on the very end. We'll see what he can do with this. And looks like Ryan Mosby on the outside on the far side of the field for the Lions. One guy, Courtney Gray, back, so we'll see if Earl's call is right.
Earl's never wrong, except occasionally.
Earl was really close right there. Jermaine Hamilton came close.
He was being very careful, and the Lions need to get out of the way if they're going to let the ball roll.
And the ball actually hit the top of the helmet of one of the Forney players in the air.
So it was already touched and wouldn't have made it in.
Yes, it would. So it should be our ball at the 39-yard line, Rich, I think.
That's where, he put his beanbag down right on the hash mark. And so now they're going to discuss it. One official says, well, I got it down here at 22. And the other official says, well, it hit this guy at 39.
If I'm not mistaken, it is when it initially hits the punting team player, it should be called there. Looks like that's what it's going to be. So Lions with decent field position with 6:37 left in the second quarter.
They'd have had a lot better field position if they'd have blocked it.
And Earl called it. Jermaine Hamilton came really, really close. And the Forney punter does not get in any hurry punting the ball. As your punter, you want to go into your motion and when the ball's in the air, so you can take no more than one, maybe 2 steps. So the Lions almost got it, but we'll see what we can do with it here in the second quarter.
Twins to either side. Fowler in the shotgun. Ball in the near hash mark. Fowler wants to throw. Fires it near side to Alton Dennis. He's out to about they'll give him 44 in forward progress, which is a generous spot.
I think that's very generous. I know Alton's about 6'2", but he's not that tall. Now, what we do have a play there is where Jeremy Fowler will pump fake to Alton Dennis doing the out, and we'll have a couple of guys doing posts down the field, and it looked like that might have been open that time, but I believe the primary receiver was Alton on that play.
2nd and 4 for the Lions. Trips to the far side. Lions moving left to right. No score in the game. Fowler back to pass again. Being chased. Now rolling right. Now tucks and runs. And hurdles the 50-yard line to get out to the 48-yard line. And that's enough for a first down for the Greenville Lions.
Jeremy Fowler rolled out to the right, but it looked like Hartwick again and number 66 for Forney, Kenneth Parker, putting pressure on him. Derek Lucas actually broke loose late in that play going down the right-hand side. Jeremy Fowler might have been past the line of scrimmage at that point in time, but hopefully we can look downfield sometimes when those things happen and connect later on.
Straight T shotgun. Whistles fly before the snap of the ball. One of the Lions just got pancaked. That false start charged against the Greenville Lions, which I was kind of suspicious of. Derek Lucas was the player that got pancaked by one of the Forney Jackrabbits.
It's like Derek came back into the lineup after that play, after the coaches had talked to him a little bit over there. So maybe Ryan Rump far side split out way outside, as we've got a lot of receivers spread the field this time.
1st and 15. Quick toss over the middle on a slant play, complete to the 40-yard line.
Courtney Gray there just running a nice little post. Jeremy Fowler zeroed the ball in, hit him right in the gut. Courtney caught that and looks like gained about 9 yards. It's plays like that we need to take advantage of and try to get some confidence in the passing game, as maybe the Lions have been kind of up and down in that territory here in the past. Looks like the Lions have got got two backs in the backfield this time, Rich.
Giving off right side, and Courtney Gray gets out to the 44, and Earl says that's a first down, move the chains.
And Earl is right that time, too. Courtney Gray seeing a lot of activity tonight, offensive, defensive both, as DeKeyston Williams, the super sophomore, if you will, for the Lions, is out with an injury and an undetermined length of time. So Lions got a first down at the Forney 36.
Back to pass is Fowler. Dumps it off underneath. Got a receiver down at the 28-yard line, just short of a first down. Looks like Derek Lucas.
Number 66 again, Kenneth Parker in there in a big hurry. Looks like we have number 62, Carson Cummings, coming in the game for the Lions, and going to give Spencer Payne a rest, but Jeremy Fowler sidestepped a couple of defensive players, saw a good comeback route by Derek Lucas, and Derek got hit pretty hard that time, Rich, and still made a good play.
From the shotgun, handoff to Jermaine Hamilton. Nope, Fowler keeps it, comes to the 25, and is cut down at the 25. That's enough for a first down at the 24-yard line is where they're going to say he hit the ground.
Well, Fowler faked to the tailback and then came to the right-hand side, again showing that blinding speed that runs in his family, and tripped up a little bit. I thought he had a lot more green in front of him, but good play by the Forney defense, but he does get the first down at the 25-yard line.
Twins to either side. Fowler on the 1st and 10. Throws it out to the left side. Got Jermaine Hamilton blocking, but they didn't take advantage of it. And the receiver, Courtney, nope, I think
that's Ryan
Rupp at the 20, just completely ignored Jermaine Hamilton, who had run in front of him and was leading the way, and instead he ran right towards the tackler.
Jermaine Hamilton made a good effort just to get out there and block in front, and Ryan tried to cut back one way but went the other way, and had he not, Rich, I think Ryan might have scored that time.
Handoff to Jermaine Hamilton, up the middle, across the 15, across the 10, down to the 5, carrying Jackrabbits at that point, and then he goes down.
Looks like another ball loose, Rich.
And the officials, let's see, they're stopping the clock.
Looks like we got a turnover.
Yep, now they're pointing towards the other end zone. So a fumble inside the 10-yard line. That makes 6 for the night.
Well, Jermaine Hamilton started to the left after he took that handoff from Jeremy Fowler. A couple of good blocks by the Lion offensive lineman. Made a cutback toward the middle and was going downfield. Rich is actually inside the 10-yard line, and it's where you get that gang tackling mentality going on and people stripping the ball, and apparently we did fumble inside the 10 once again. Jermaine really struggling for extra yardage there, and so we'll see again with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left in the half if we can make anything out of this.
Fourth fumble for the Greenville Lions, and that's a second loss. Handoff over the right side, and a head-wringing tackle made, I think, by Benny Lee Shelby on the running back, who just was lucky to get up and be able, he's probably looking outside of his ear hole right now.
I think he did get up looking out his ear hole. That was a tornado with the number 67 jersey. I don't know if he was even blocked, but if he was, somebody ought to be ashamed of themselves, because Benny Lee Shelby made a tremendous play. Now puts Forney with the clock running at 2:20 at a 2nd and 15 at a place where I'm sure they're going to try to protect the ball. The Lions really need a big stop here.
Now to the shotgun now for the Jackrabbits. Handoff inside. Nope, he'll keep it. Hartwick coming to the near side. Stiff arms, and then is out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
You're right. He's not going anywhere in a hurry.
No.
So, but he did get them out of proverbial trouble, if you will, all the way out to the 13-yard line. Still leaves a 3rd down and 6 or something like that, Rich, I think. But the fake to Peter Smith really sold that play, since he's been running the ball so well in the game. You're right, that's the difference in the game so far, even though the score's tied.
3rd down play coming up now for Forney. No score in the game with 2:03 to play here in the second quarter. And we may be through before 8 o'clock. I don't know. That's just after 8 now. From the shotgun, Hartwick rolling right. Pulls up, throws it right. Caught, and that's his first completed pass of the night down to the 22-yard line, and that's good enough for a first down for Forney.
And that's a good play call by Forney, just simply rolling him out, having a couple of receivers running downfield, running the defense off, if you will, to get them deeper, and then having that young man do the out route right there just enough to get the first down as he gets both feet down in bounds, goes out of play, and basically stops the clock and gets him a first down.
That was the first well-thrown ball by Hartwick, too. Shotgun eye, if you will, low snap, picked up, handoff to Smith, the tailback across the 20, backpedals across the 25 to the 26-yard line.
That's almost like a sprint draw by Landon Hartwick, even though he's not sprinting. He's just a little bit of misdirection one play and giving it back to one way and giving it back to Peter Smith to go back up the middle with the clock running about a minute and a half. You got to they're going to do some sort of screen pass, some sort of trick play, or try to get Peter Smith isolated outside to use his speed here for Forney.
Well, they're pretty much a one-dimensional football team. Back, the handoff to Smith across the 30, drives across the 35, and then down at the 39-yard line, and that's their dimension.
7 of the Lions involved on that tackle, with Peter Smith obviously not going to overpower all of those, but the power was moving forward. He's all the way out to the 40-yard line, and of course the clock will start here unless Forney does use a timeout. But you're right, Rich. They're basically one-dimensional. If you can stop that, then you force Landon Hartwick, with only one completion tonight, to throw the ball, as they have trips and trying to spread out the defense here.
He's thrown one interception and had a couple others almost intercepted. Ball on the ground, he picks it up, throws it right, and the receiver dove forward to try and get to it and just could not reach it. So it'll bring up second down. And so far on the night, Smith is 14 carries for 85 yards for the Jackrabbits.
Again, rather diminutive in size, but a very powerful runner as he keeps those legs moving. Quite a bit of shiftiness, and brings up second and 10 on their 40-yard line with less than a minute left. I've got to think they might do a trick play.
Give it to the tailback. Goes over to the right side, gets maybe to the 38-yard line. This is a new tailback that's in the game. First time I've seen him.
I didn't even get his number there.
Oh, no, it was Smith. It just didn't look like him from the side.
That was Peter Smith. Again, as the way the fake worked earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if they do something with Peter Smith this time.
Timeout called by the Jackrabbits because they'd like to put some points on the board. 42 seconds to play here in the first half. No score in the game. And it's just really been an unimpressive display by both offenses, although Greenville has looked better than Forney. Although Greenville has fumbled 4 times and given up 2 of those, Forney has fumbled 3 times and given up 2 and thrown 1 interception. So it's just it's not an impressive ball game.
No, it's not. Lions have struggled offensively, as have both teams. But you're right. Maybe Greenville does look a little bit better with some of the passing working tonight. The run it has been there in spurts, but Forney basically has not had a passing game. Now again, if I was Forney, I would try to isolate Peter Smith with someone or some sort of trick play, rolling out, throwing back, or try to get him the ball with a screen as Forney is about ready to snap the ball.
Got a stack formation on the near side, 2 receivers to the right. Hey, darling. Thank you. I needed that. They toss it out to the near side. It's incomplete at the 50-yard line.
It's like we had Brian Ballot back defending. Brian's started the game tonight at secondary. Basically, Landon Hartwick was trying to find the guy in the seam, and the ball landed well short of the receiver. So it looks like the Lions might actually get another turn at this, depending on what Forney does here.
Yeah, because that did stop the clock. Laura Butler came in, by the way, because she always comes in at halftime.
I haven't seen Lori in so long. I actually went to school with Lori.
4th down play. They need 8 yards for a first down.
Like a quick kick, possibly?
Ball was on the ground. A high kick that is short and takes a dead bounce at the 33-yard line, and so the Lions have got 30 seconds to work with, and they'll work from their 33-yard line, and they've got a little bit of time to work with. I told everybody last week, see, this is a thing that aggravates me. Boy, when Earl gets back, he is not going to recognize this football team. He is going to know what he has missed because the team has continued to improve every week. The defense has gotten better. The offense has gotten better. Man, they're turning into a well-oiled machine. And they have looked like anything but tonight.
I believe the Earl vexation has taken place. You're right. Earl would not have recognized the team had they been playing the way they have in the past few weeks. In fact, the Lions going to line up with 30 seconds left and try something.
Fowler back to throw. Near side, Alton Dennis got a blocker in front of him and hurdles his blocker and gets tackled at the 39-yard line, and will call a timeout with 23 seconds to play here in the first half. We'll take a timeout. No score in the game. Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
We have a play where we do fake that and then try to hit somebody across the middle. I hope that's what's called.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're coming up on the second spot here. It's running out 30 seconds.
Thank you. Earl says hey, by the way.
Hey. Okay, guys, 15 seconds. The bumper.
Actually, he said, hey.
We've got a whole first half here in 55 minutes.
10 seconds. The bumper.
10 seconds. Bring it back. Fowler dumps it off inside, looking up for a quick slant to Alton Dennis. Dennis could not hang on to the football at the 40-yard line, so it's going to bring up third down, but it did stop the clock with 19 seconds to play as the Lions return to play a little bit early there.
Yes, as are the characteristics of a screen pass. Basically, the lineman bump and then let go and then get downfield to bump, and we really almost had something there as there were several of them in Jeremy Fowler's face and couldn't come up with the ball.
3rd and 3, Fowler back to pass, throwing deep down the near sideline for Kevin Heath, makes the catch at the 20, the 10, the 5, and heads into the end zone. Touchdown, Greenville.
Nice pass by Jeremy Fowler, leading Kevin Heath down the near sideline. Looks like about 60-yard pass. Kevin Heath made a fantastic catch, folks. Did not give up on his route, waited till the last second to put his hands out, and made a very, very nice run after the catch.
And nobody could have caught that one but Kevin Heath. He's the only one that had the speed to get out there to get a fingertip on it to bring it in. It almost fell down in the process of it. Terrence is on for the PAT. Try to make it 7-0. Gets a good snap. It's down. The kick is up. And it is perfect, and the Lions take the lead with 9 seconds to play, 7-0. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Fowler with a 60-yard touchdown pass to Kevin Heath. They took 3 plays to go 67 yards in 21 seconds. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead over the Forney Jackrabbits with 9 seconds to play in the ball game. Ruff got it teed up. Kicking off for the Lions from our left to right.
Rich, it did get exciting the last 10 seconds of the half.
We don't have to wait that long next half. A little squib kick along the ground, picked up at the 30-yard line, heading to the far sideline, and a pitch back to a trailing receiver, and then they pitch it back again. They come to the 40, to the 50, to the 40 of Greenville. That's Peter Smith with the ball. And he fumbled it, and the Lions had come up with it, but time had expired.
Rich, does that remind you of Stanford many years ago as a pitchback, and Peter Smith ended up with the ball?
But he didn't get to the end zone.
He did not, and he fumbled, and the Greenville Lions came down with it. Looks like we have a shaken up player in Tyree Kozine.
Unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your anytime enjoyment, now present the Greenville Lions Lions
That's the wow. Quick game. I'm not getting out of here before midnight. I run the place out here. I got a face like that. That's exactly it.
Flashes that just entertained you with their traditional high kick are now featured in military band plays puppet.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a double, yeah. Who's the old guy?
GEUS Lion High Band. The band playing field by head drum and the assistant drum major section leaders on Carolina Lions, and Contessa Lane, Hardy Loose, color guard returning Victoria Perry, and color guard captain Jerry Manfred. Drum line captain Bailey, band captain Aaron. The marcher lead is Patricia Enriquez. Tonight, the band more show, the element of youth. Greenville to Cook, Independence School District, proud to protect. A performance on the spot.
7-0. Greenville is leading it, and now Forney is on to kick off, and the Lions will be moving from our left to right. Get a nice high kick. Fumbled. Oh, it's picked up. That's a great trick play because I was fooled by that. Courtney Gray had the ball at the 26-yard line, and Kevin Heath looked like he caught it against his chest, and then he spun around like he was looking for it, and I was looking for him.
Kevin Heath looked like he caught it in the air. It went right through his arms, bounced forward into what I thought was going to be the lead blocker, Courtney Gray, and Courtney picked it up and got it out to the 27-yard line. Now, you're right. That's a good trick play to start the half.
So the Lions moving left to right, leading at 7-0. Be interesting to see what the what adjustments were made at halftime. Gerald Nelson goes in motion to the far side. The Lions moving left to right. Fowler in straight T in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Quick pass out to the near side to Alton Dennis, who goes 1-on-2 and is tackled out of bounds.
That's just a quick turnaround to Alton Dennis. That's a good 6-yard gain. We could do that several times and have a first down. It looks like the Lions are going to start come out trying to throw the ball a little bit here as Gerald Nelson might be the X factor here. He's moved up from the JV a few weeks ago, but was starting over in Garland. He's got some good speed and some good hands.
Josh McGuffey is to the far side. One slot to the far side. Straight T formation in the shotgun. Handoff comes to Gray. He tries to come to the near side and is tackled at about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line for a 1-yard gain. David Gish, the public address announcer, is much more generous than Earl is.
It's like Justin Price turned him back inside there, Rich. Turned him back inside, and looks like Hartwick again in on the tackle as the Lions come up with third down and about 3. We'll see what they do here, but Forney playing the run still pretty good in this half.
Twins to either side. Fowler in the shotgun. Back to pass under pressure. Rolling left. Has got lots of room to run as a first down across the 40, the 50, down the far sideline out of bounds. At the, let's see, they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line of Forney, but he had the whole right side, the other side of the field beyond the hash mark to run, and he took advantage of it.
Looks like number 11, Josh McGuffey, made a good block on the far side as Jeremy Fowler followed him downfield and got a first down for the Lions at the Forney 45.
Lions moving left to right, leading at 7-0. Ball on the far hash mark. Straight T formation for the Lions. Fowler back to throw. Near side to Dennis. 1-on-1. Tackled at the 41-yard line. It's still a 5-yard gain of the play.
Simple out route. Alton Dennis looks like the corner number 28 for Forney is playing off of him a little bit. Doesn't want to get beat deep again. I believe that's DeAndre Smith that was guarding Kevin Heath earlier in the game. So he's giving us a little bit of cushion out there. Brings up 2nd and 5 or 6.
Well, as long as they're giving you the cushion, looks like Coach Cordell is going to take advantage of it. Going to the left side with Ty Finney, and he's knocked down at the 40-yard line after about a yard gain, maybe a yard and a half.
Looked like that was going a little ways, but Forney did good on the defensive side of stringing the play out, getting several players between our player and the sideline, and strung that out and brings up 3rd and 5 for the Lions here. We'll have to see. We've got number 20, Clayton Moore, as the inside receiver on the near side.
Fowler from the shotgun, back to throw, dumps it off underneath, caught by Courtney Gray across the 35, backpedals, there's a face mask at the 30-yard line and nothing called at the 29.
I saw that face mask, Rich. I thought we might have a flag, but apparently not. Courtney made a very good play coming from the far side, just a little route underneath, and Jeremy Fowler actually threw the ball behind him. Courtney Gray made a nice one-handed grab behind him, continued to go forward, sidestepped a couple of players, and got a first down here as it looks like the Lions have trips to the far side of the field here with Ty, number 5.
He's one of them.
Okay.
From the shotgun, looking left, now in trouble. Rolling to the near side, is caught from behind and knocked down back at the 42-yard line. Excellent penetration that time by one of the defensemen.
I believe that was number 66, Kenneth Parker. Again,
Yes.
he's a 6'1", 205 junior in the backfield as Jeremy Fowler looked like he was going to try to get the ball out to Ty Finney with some of the receivers blocking for him to the left. And a big loss there brings up 2nd 20 for the Lions.
21.
Earl corrected, 21.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Earl is precise. Fowler back to throw. Comes back to the near side. Caught inside by Alton Dennis, who makes it to the 35. They're trying to set up a little inside screen and just run enough out in front of Dennis blocking.
Like we got a flag on the far side, Rich.
And see what that's going to be about.
I thought Forney lined up in the neutral zone, but I could be mistaken. Apparently not.
Illegal receiver downfield charged against the Greenville Lions.
Which is the case a lot of times when you run a screen. Looks like Fowler dropped back, pump faked out to Ty Finney to the left-hand side, turned back around, and caught Alton Dennis coming in the middle, and one of our linemen was downfield, I guess. That's going to bring up 2nd and forever.
No, not forever. Not when it's our team. 8:38 to play here in the third quarter. 7-0. Greenville is leading it. And the officials are trying to sort out the penalty now. And they're explaining it to the Forney coach so he can make a decision. And they're trying to decide, okay, do we want to give up the down or do we want to take the penalty? Because the Lions need to get to the 19 to get a first down. And the line of scrimmage is at the 40. So ineligible receiver against the Greenville Lions. They're going to take the penalty, move the Lions back 5 yards, and it's still 2nd down, which that doesn't hurt Greenville a lot, the way they throw the football, and it kind of opens up the playbook a little bit more, too, because they've got more room to work with.
It actually does at this point, and if you're anywhere near the first down there, you're going to have 4 downs anyway, so you made a good point, so we'll see what we can do here at 2nd and 20-something from the 45.
Fowler pumps once, now throwing over the right side, had the receiver there. Clayton Moore was open, and Fowler was throwing the sideline route, and Moore was running down the numbers.
Clayton got an inside release, and Jeremy pump faked. He had the guy in his face there, and he did get knocked down. But if he could have led Clayton Moore a little bit to the inside, Clayton had position back there in the defensive backfield. So that brings up, what is that, Earl, 3rd and 25 or 6? So basically anything you want to call here would be all right.
Well, not just anything.
Wasn't Clayton Moore the name of the
Lone Ranger. Yeah. Earl's been gone for 3 or 4 weeks, and he hadn't caught up with us yet. We've already played the Lone Ranger theme. Here's Fowler back to throw. Short pass inside, caught by Ty Finney. Drives across the 30, and then knocked down at about the 26-yard line, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 9 for Greenville. So
that was a nice, safe call. Just a short flare, a screen pass to Ty Finney on the outside. Earl, don't you think they need to go for it here?
Of course.
Earl says, of course.
Yeah.
So looks like we've got 4th and 8 or 9 lines all the way down to the 27-yard line of our 26 and a half of Forney. We'll see what we call here on 4th down with trips to the far side.
One receiver to the near side is Alton Dennis. A low snap. Fowler finally picks it up, rolls left, throws left, caught at the 14-yard line. Josh McGuffey with the catch. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan Rupp with the catch.
Looks like Ryan had a good route that time. Jeremy Fowler fumbled the ball in the backfield and rolled to left. He was just trying to get rid of the ball to Ryan Rump, but Courtney Gray was running a post flag pattern in the back of the end zone, was open, but we still got the first down.
Fowler pumps once, rolling left, now just falls down with the ball back at the 20. He saw 3 guys coming at him, and he's looking at his line like, hey.
I'm not sure what that was. I think he was going to try to reverse field back this way and lost his footing and just went straight to the turf. So that'll bring up, what is that, 2nd and 18 or 19. We have to get to the 1-yard line again for a first down. So we've kind of put ourselves in a hard situation here.
You get a first down or a score. That's their options here. with a second down at the 19-yard line of Forney. Back to throw is Fowler under pressure.
It's like illegal motion.
I think there's flags down.
Illegal motion out here. Alton Dennis was moving a little bit for us, so that'll add 5 yards to it. Of course, like you said, that adds 5 more yards to the field of play.
And so now we've gone from fumbling the ball to being penalty heavy. And Earl loves keeping up with the penalties. That's his favorite of all statistics.
I see about 9 windows over there open. I don't know how he knows which one is which.
Fowler from the shotgun, quick toss near side to Alton Dennis. Dennis trying to get away, and there's penalty markers back at the 25-yard line.
Motion yet again. I believe it was Alton Dennis again, so we're going to go try it again and be about 2nd down and 30.
I believe if I were them, I would not take this penalty.
You're right. I might decline it and make it 3rd down and 25.
Well, I think it's going to be a dead ball foul, so it won't matter.
Oh, man. So, again, we seem to be, the Greenville Lions seem to be shooting themselves in the foot. Again, as you said, first half it was fumbles, second half is penalties.
False start against Greenville. Declined. So to bring up 3rd down at the 32-yard line. And again, they need to get inside the 1 just to get a first down. So it's possible to get a first down without scoring. Be kind of hard if you had that kind of momentum, but we'll take the touch.
It's like they're going to come out with trips to the far side on 3rd down and 31 and a half.
Ball is on the near hash mark. Lions moving left to right, leading at 7-0 with 6:20 to play. Fowler rolling left, pulling up, pumps again. Now comes back to the near side, being chased. There's a clip and tripped up in the backfield. He goes down. Fowler goes down. I can't believe we don't see a flag there because that was a push in the back by one of the Greenville Lions.
I thought so too, Rich. I thought we'd have a penalty as Jeremy Fowler was running around in the backfield and went to the far side. Looks like he should have probably run the ball and stepped out of bounds over there, got what he could gotten. We're now back out all the way out to the 43-yard line. And what is that? What is that, Earl?
42 yards to go.
1st and 42? Fourth and 42. Looks like we're going to punt.
He's back at the Greenville 45, takes the snap. It's a pretty nice punt off, and it takes a Forney bounce. And one of the Greenville Lions finally jumps on it. I think that's Spencer Payne who jumped on it at the 25, but it hit at the 15. And went by a couple of Lions before anybody fell on it.
I think Coach Cordell and Jeremy Fowler are having a conference here to maybe point out to him that he needs to kick that a lot farther and maybe to the side of the field to see if we can get a better bounce than that. And look, did we have a penalty there, Earl?
Yeah. We've got a flag down on the play, and apparently it's going to go against Forney. And so the Lions will get another shot at it.
I'm thinking this time Coach Cordell has told Jeremy Fowler probably to just punt the ball. We're on the near side hash over here on the west side of the field. He'll probably aim for this end zone corner near side, Earl, I would think, and not allow a return on this one.
Offside charged against the Forney Jackrabbits. Moves the ball to the 38-yard line. Jeremy Fowler now standing back at the 49 of Greenville. Gets a high snap, pulls it down. End over end punt taken at the 10-yard line. Coming to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and then out of bounds at the 27-yard line goes the return man.
Clayton Moore on that, Earl, was pushed in the back as he was about to make the tackle by number 80 for Forney. I don't see his name on here, but might have been number 82, but he was pushed in the back. I'm very surprised down about the 13-yard line that we did not get a flag. Looks like first down for Forney at their 27-yard line.
Tyler McElveen with the tackle for the Jackrabbits, who trailed Greenville 7-0 with 5:12 to play in the third quarter. Here come the Jackrabbits. I think is this their first time to have the ball?
Yes, it is.
Second half.
Like a pass.
Quick throws it to the right side, caught at the 25. He gets to the 30, and then is knocked down finally at about the 32-yard line. Kind of takes his time going down, and Peter Smith wound up on the carpet back at the 20-yard line.
I think he got hammered by someone.
Late flag.
Ryan Mosby made the tackle that time. I didn't get the ball carrier's name, but Ryan Mosby rode him down after about a 7-yard gain.
Well, that wasn't a late flag. That was one of the balls being thrown up on the sideline. My error. Second and about long 3, I'll call it. I formation behind Hartwick, twin receivers to the near side. Movement in the offensive line. Wow, that was hard to call. Never got his flag out.
Like number 63, Kevin McCoy, 6 feet, 250-pound senior for Forney, getting just a little bit anxious on this side.
2nd and 8.
That was Forney's second completed pass, right?
Was that 8? Yeah. 2nd and 8? Okay. I was thinking 2nd and 9.
So it looks like Forney might be opening up their offense a little bit here as they come out in a T with double receivers to the near side.
They need to do something with it. 7-0, Greenville leading it. Low snap to Hartwick. Chunks it out to the near side, and it's caught at the 30-yard line. And as he's backpedaling, he falls down on his behind at the 30-yard line because he saw the red jerseys coming after him. But a couple of yard gain on the play puts it at the 30-yard line. So then he got 3rd and 7.
He saw Tyree Cozine and Jermaine Hamilton coming at him, and actually split a little bit between them. And you're right, he ended up on his backside as it's 3rd and 8 for Greenville, for Forney.
They're on their
30
with the catch. Twins to the far side, straight T formation, shotgun for Hartwick. Rolling to his right, under pressure, hit from behind, long pass, and the penalty marker goes down as it's almost intercepted, and they're going to call one of the Greenville Lions.
That was Marcus Talley. He just he was going downfield with his hands up in the air and actually blinding the receiver, I believe it was, or was that 31?
31.
That was Chris Carter. Chris, all he had to do is turn around and look back at the ball, and the flag wouldn't have been thrown, but he did block the receiver's view. Andy Wood had heavy pressure on Landon Hartwick. Hit him just as soon as he threw the ball that time. Looks like that's going to be a first down for Forney.
Automatic first down and a 15-yard penalty. And Carter he just kept running down the sideline and started to go through the receiver who was backing up to catch the ball.
I thought for a second
one of the other Lions went over and almost intercepted it. But
I thought for a second it was going to be intercepted on a very good athletic play. I don't know who that was, but looks like Forney's got a first down and reignited their fire here at their own 45-yard line.
High formation behind Hartwick with twins to the near side. Pitches to Smith, goes over the right side and is upended. Ooh, there's a late hit on one of the Forney Jackrabbits, and no flag is thrown. Kind of surprised by that there was no flag on that. They'll give them second down now. About 4. Ball is on Greenville's side of the 50-yard line of the far hash mark.
Looks like Zach Gideon, number 55 for Forney, coming in there very late.
Moving right to left, trailing at 7-0. Handoff to Smith, finds a hole. Gets down to the 42-yard line, and that's enough for a first down for the Jackrabbits.
Well, there's a straight right up the middle, right up the gut call. Peter Smith all the way out to the 42, all the way down to the 42-yard line. Lions are letting them drive here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. We really need to have a big play here, a turnover.
Shotgun for Hartwick. Looking left, throwing left. Caught. McElveen breaks the 3 tackles of the Greenville Lions, heading down the near sideline, out of bounds at the 10-yard line. There were 3 Greenville Lions he ran into, and neither one of them could hold it.
Rich, we should have had that. It looks like one of the line players is hurt on the sideline down here. We should have had that. Looks like we were up there doing what I call a Roy Williams, running up, hitting the player instead of wrapping up. Looks like Tyree Cozine is hurt down on the sideline. Looks like we run Alton Dennis to play the near side corner here as Forney's down, on the 11-yard line of the Lions with a huge opportunity here in this third quarter.
Darrell Wofford with the catch and run. 2 receivers to the near side. Hartwick under center. Pitches to Smith. Big hole over the middle to 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown Forney.
What a run. Landon Hartwick basically turned around, pitches to Peter Smith, and then goes in to become a lead blocker also at 230 pounds. And Peter Smith showed good balance all the way into the end zone, and we're one extra point away from this ball game being tied up.
A minute 59 to play in the third quarter. And Forney's missing a player. Yeah, they haven't started the play clock yet. Now they do. I say they. The referee hadn't started the play clock. Now they finally get the player in from the sideline. 14 seconds on the play clock.
I don't think they would do a trick play.
Is on for the PAT. Gets a good snap, and it's good.
Reggie Washington was close to blocking that. He was also close to being offside, but looks like a tie ball game with 2 minutes in the third, Rich.
7-7 with a minute 59 to play here in the third quarter. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
Goodness gracious. Oh, should have never been this close. I can't believe we didn't get a call down there. You're right, that was a very late hit.
Well, he was responding, and that's the thing. You know, he turned around and delivered the biggest blow, and then it didn't get called for it.
Oh, that was pitiful. First we get down to 11, and then we get tackled for a loss.
Yes, sir.
And we just keep on going backwards.
20 seconds.
Oh, man alive.
Then we give them the ball, and they keep on going.
10 seconds.
Goodness gracious. Believe that.
Welcome back to T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Smith with an 11-yard touchdown run, 6 plays covering 73 yards in 3 minutes and 13 seconds. All a result as the whole team goes up and scares the skin off of the ball and just go up there and yell boo. Matter of fact, Forney is one of the few teams I've seen actually go up there and do an onside kick doing that. Here's the kickoff from Forney that's just tied at 7-7. Kevin Heath fumbles it at the 3-yard line, picks it up 2 yards deep, comes to the near sideline at the 10, goes back to the other way, backs up a little bit, turns at the 15, is caught and knocked down at about the 17-yard line.
Age-old thing there happening is a guy trying to catch the ball. It looks a little closer than it is, so he has to back up. Looks like it hit him around the shoulder pads or the face mask and bounced into the end zone. He was luckily to use the speed to get it out to the 18.
Well, I don't think he plays center field, but the fella's got the speed. There's no doubt about that. Get him loose. He's going to do the job. Lions have it 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line. The ball is on the far hash mark. Greenville moving left to right, tied up 7-7 with a minute 48 to play here in the third quarter.
Like the clock's already down to 16 and the Lions just now coming on the field. We're going to have to use a timeout here, I think. Jeremy Fowler needs to be checking that clock, and it's down to 9, and the Lions are just now getting the play and getting on the field.
He
down
just
to
now
5.
looked up at it. 3-2, got the snap off, throws it out near side, caught by Alton Dennis. No blockers in front, and he's thrown out of bounds at the 20-yard line, so about a 2-yard gain. Almost 3 as they'll mark it out at the 21. But the Lions definitely were not ready for that play. That's on the coaches right there being late getting the play in because they don't send the players out until they're ready with the play.
Yes, it is. And so you have the line sitting there trying to get all their information together, decide who's going to block and looking at their wristbands, see what plays called. So now we've got 2nd and 8 here. We really need to get the running game going here.
Trips to the far side, and Gray has moved to the near side of Jeremy Fowler, who's back to pass. Looking left, now throwing over the middle, caught by McGuffey at the 30-yard line. That's enough for a first down out to the 31-yard line.
And, Rich, that was excellent blocking by the Greenville line, offensive line. Jeremy Fowler waiting in the pocket for the outside receivers to take off downfield and clear the defense. Looked like we had Josh McGuffey coming across the middle there. Jeremy Fowler made a nice throw. Josh turned it upfield for a first down at the 31.
Donnell Goldsby with the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Fowler back to throw to the left side and almost intercepted at the 25-yard line.
Another good read by Hartwick. Looks like Jeremy Fowler dropped back and was going to throw an inside receiver screen again to Josh McGuffey on the far side of the field. Hartwick, the little brother of Landon Hartwick, B. Lawson Hartwick, made a very good read from his defensive end position and almost intercepted the ball and was free to run back for 6 points. So the Lions got, we got 2nd and 10 here.
Everybody in tight. Forney's is begging them to throw the football. Fowler back to throw, deep over the middle, and nobody there. Dennis stopped at the 50-yard line. The ball landed down at about the 33.
Looks like Jeremy Fowler expected Alton Dennis to continue on the post. Alton may have seen double coverage, broke the route off. Whether that's in the playbook or not, I do not know, but brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Lions here.
So right now the Lions need a first down as much as anything with 46 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, tied up 7-7. Fowler rolling to the left side. Pulls up, throws down the far side, and it is caught. Gerald Nelson can't hang on to it at the 47-yard line. I thought he had it, but he couldn't hang on to it.
It's like Jeremy Fowler rolled out to the left, and Gerald Nelson did a good job of coming back to Fowler as he scrambled to the left. Didn't see anybody open immediately. Fired it downfield. Was a low ball, but Gerald Nelson almost took possession of it and brings up 4th and 10. Looks as if the Lions are going to line up and punt, but
that'd be the wise thing to do right here.
Really had a good opportunity there if we could drive down the field.
Fowler back at the 18-yard line. Gets a good snap. Taken at the 42-yard line by the receiver. Gets out of a tackle. Flag goes down, and the receiver finally goes down at the 48-yard line.
That was number 5, Tyler McElveen. Switched directions there, made a good turnaround, but it looks like when he did that, his blockers got in front of him, and we might have had a block in the back, Rich.
I know Benny Lee Shelby laid him down on the ground, and he's wanting to go to the sideline right now.
Yes, he is. Quite literally.
Illegal block charged against the Jackrabbits, and so that will back it up from the spot of the foul. So that's a good thing. It wasn't a very good punt from Jeremy for the first time.
I was going to say the same thing. It was not a very good punt. He didn't look like he got his drop down very good. And when you don't get that drop, folks, that hits on your ankle and off the side of your foot, that ball's not going to go very far. And it didn't. How long was that, Earl?
26 yards.
26 yards. So a shorter punt by Fowler that time. Gives Forney the ball at their 35-yard line with 25 seconds to go. We need to turn the tide here because last time they really marched downfield. Looks like we might have a different backfield set.
From the shotgun.
Looks like a trick play.
Wants to throw it deep down the far side. Got a receiver there. And a penalty marker is thrown. The Lions almost intercepted it. And the back judge throws the flag.
Well, Chris Carter had good coverage. He threw his hands up right there at the last, almost intercepted the ball, and I'm wondering if he thought, well, the guy didn't turn his head around again, so he was blocking the view of the receiver. But Chris Carter had good coverage. You're correct.
Well, Chris doesn't seem to be arguing about it, so he went ahead and backed up. Pass interference against the Greenville Lions, so that's another. Boy, they're just racking up the penalties here in the second half. Greenville.
We sure are. A lot of problems here. And for the first time tonight, I see number 65. Looks like Justin Reeves in the game down there playing nose tackle. But Forney has gone to the pass here to get some yardage. Really trying to take advantage of this late third quarter surge here. Lions really need to stop.
Tied up 7-7. Pitch goes to Smith in the backfield. Goes to the right, finds a hole, gets to the 40, and is knocked down right at the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down by just a hair, but they had him a couple of times up around the line of scrimmage, but he kept churning until he found a little opening over on the right side, and then he's just gone.
Looks like the end of the third quarter, Rich, as Landon Hartwick really turned around, becoming the lead blocker, and looks like Brian Ballot may have made a touchdown saving tackle on the far side.
7-7 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Forney had 7 plays for 72 yards in the third quarter. The Lions 18 plays for 55 yards, 4 penalties for 40 yards, and 2 first downs, as Greenville had. Pitch to Smith, runs by a tackle, breaks into the open at the 25, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Peter Smith.
Wow. Boy, he just went right up the middle. Landon Hartwood turns around, pitches to Peter Smith, turns around, throws his 230-pound body in there to be the lead blocker, splits the line safeties, and Earl, that's got to be 175 yards for Peter Smith.
Well, actually, it's closer to 160.
He is really racking up the yards here as they just turn around and basically run it right up the middle, folks.
11:50 to play here in the ball game, and Forney has just taken the lead, 13-7. Low snap. Here's the kick. It's up, and it's through, and it's 14-7. Forney leads it, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment.
No kicking in the fourth quarter. Score is 40-14, Greenville 7.
David said he thought that Forney would win by 2 touchdowns.
Who did? Claiborne?
David Gish.
Oh, David Gish. Ow. We had enough penalties
25
down here
seconds.
for a whole game. First and 10 on the 11-yard line. Goodness. It's 3 or 4 motion penalties in a row, which you should never have by a receiver. Oh, my word.
Well, 10 seconds.
33.
Peter Smith with a 41-yard touchdown run in 2 plays, covering 65 yards, 35 seconds. And Forney leads it 14-7. 11:50 to play in the ball game. 2-play drive covered 35 seconds in the clock. And one penalty against
Courtney Gray.
One penalty against Forney. Greenville, including the penalty against Greenville.
They didn't want to kick
this
it to
one out of
Courtney Gray,
bounds.
so it went out of bounds. We'll take it there.
They throw the flag over on the far side. Greenville trailing it 14-7, 11:50 to play here in the fourth quarter.
It's like Coach Cordell wants them to kick it again. They didn't want to kick it to Courtney Gray or Kevin Heath or Marcus Talley down deep, so he kicked it out of bounds.
Well, I really don't think that was his intention. It looked like it was just a really bad kick. It looked like one of mine.
It may have been. Looks like Coach Cordell wants him to kick it again. I guess the umpire is gonna. I don't know if we're gonna spot the ball or kick it again.
Well, they're waiting on the officials to sort this out. Greenville is still holding position for a kickoff, and the Lions do want them to kick it over.
Well, we would have gotten the ball at the 30 or 35?
35.
35. So we'll see how much the difference makes with them having them kick it again.
Gray's moved to the middle, and Heath has moved to the far side.
Kevin Heath standing about the 20-yard line, as is Marcus Talley, with Courtney Gray standing about the 12-yard line of the Lions.
40, they will be kicked.
You know, one of these times, I don't know about here, but one of these times Forney may very well do that kickoff. When I was playing for Grand Saline, that's exactly what we did. It worked a couple of times, but it didn't work a whole lot of times.
This would be a good place for it right here. Justin White was teeing the ball up, and then they brought in a different kicker to do that, and they all go up and jump at the ball.
I see number
Young.
I see number 18. Yeah, I think they're going to go deep with it this time.
They kick a line drive that's taken by Gray at the 15 to the 30, 35, out to the 36-yard line.
Now that's my kind of kick return. You go upfield, you go straight upfield, no cutting, no nothing. Just like number 28 for the Dallas Cowboys. He hammers the ball up there, up in field, gets him behind the blockers. The Lions going to have pretty decent field position, about the 37 up. Another
penalty
flag.
marker charged against Forney. And so they may want him to kick it over, but then the Lions may go, no, we'll take it here. It's okay.
The only thing about kicking it over, you do lose a few seconds on the clock, but at this point, it shouldn't hurt. And as the special teams for both teams are probably going to be tired. Looks like we're going to take it right there, Rich.
41-yard line is where the umpire places the ball down with 11:43 to play here in the ball game. 14-7.
Really need to come out and run the ball here, Rich. We need to run it well and march downfield. Don't need any mistakes here.
Offside penalty is declined by the Greenville Lions against the Forney special teams. So one receiver out wide at the far side, trips to the near side. Fowler in the shotgun, moving right to left. Hands it off to Courtney Gray. He goes right, turns across the 45 and to the 48-yard line. Nice 8-yard gain by Courtney Gray.
Good blocking over there by James Duncan and a couple other linemen that I can't necessarily read their numbers. Courtney had a nice 7-yard gain there, so it brings up 2nd and 3 for the Lions about their 48-yard line. Courtney Gray having a nice game.
Benelli Shelby had got a good block in there. 2nd and about 3. Quick pass to the right side to Dennis. Makes the catch and is tackled almost immediately as may have gone to the well one too many times on that particular play.
Yeah, the defender over there got by Derek Lucas and made a good play on Alton Dennis. So, again, the Lions find themselves in a 3rd and 4 or 5. So we'll have to see what we've got here is definitely a time we need a first down to continue a drive, give that defense some rest, as not all, but most of the kids do play both ways. And this time of the game, you start getting tired. So we'll see what we have here.
Trip straight across on the near side. Kevin Heath goes in motion, lines up just this side of Fowler at quarterback. Back to throw goes Fowler, rolling to the near side, being chased, turns around, heads to the far side. Gets a block, throws it away into the but into the sideline of the Jackrabbits, and he gets knocked down at about the 29-yard line, but one of the big linemen that was following him around.
Well, had Jeremy Fowler continued to this side of the field as he was starting to roll, I think he would have seen Clayton Moore down the seam. Don't know if he saw something, and of course several Forney players were giving chase, so he reversed his field, went to the far side, and basically threw the ball away there. But really needed to capitalize on something there. Looks like we're going to punt from the 46.
4th down play. It's the punt. Caught at the 20-yard line, and down goes McElveen.
Good coverage.
Lucas down there with the stop for the Greenville Lions, Derek Lucas. So the Lions are trailing at 14-7 with 10 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the ball game. The offense has just been mired in penalties here in the second half of play, and just mistake after mistake after mistake.
And we really didn't capitalize on, again, a couple of open receivers there. I don't know if Jeremy Fowler did not see them, or he may have been already scrambling once they became open. But Lions got Forney at their own 20. We're going to have to stop Peter Smith, I think, to win this game, Rich.
It can happen because they know it's a one-dimension ball club. Hartwick under center, pitches to Smith. He goes left and breaks open at the 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Forney.
Well, that's about
80-yard touchdown run.
That's got to be 250 yards rushing or close for Mr. Smith. Again, Landon Hartwick, folks, just turned back around, pitched it straight to Peter Smith. He turns, runs straight upfield. Landon Hartwick, the 230-pound quarterback, senior quarterback for Forney, lead blocking, and you have an extra blocker there. So basically you have 10 blockers, 1 runner, and he's off to the races.
240 yards rushing in the night for Pete Smith, most of them coming here in the second half. 9:53 to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing at 20-7. Here's the PAT. It's up, and it is good, and it is 21-7. Greenville trailing it with 9:53 to play in the ball game, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. 9:53 to play in the ball game, and here comes the approach. Kick it straight away. Gray takes it at the 8-yard line and goes right. Tries to come back inside and spins across the 25.
Good coverage by Forney. I thought he might have a little wedge over there, but apparently not.
First and 10 for Greenville from their own 25, trailing at 21-7 against the Forney Jackrabbits. And so let's see what the Lions offense is going to be able to stir up here in the fourth quarter, trailing it by 2 touchdowns.
I don't want to overemphasize, but we really need a good running game. We've done very admirable tonight with Courtney Gray, and I think Kevin Heath ran some, Jermaine Hamilton, but we do miss DeKeyston Williams.
Miss him big time. Back to pass goes Fowler, rolling to the near side, throwing it towards the middle, caught by Clayton Moore, who gets out to the 36-yard line, and that was a great reception by Clayton Moore, who had to climb the ladder to get to it.
He sure did. Jeremy Fowler found a couple of guys in his face, so roll to the left. When you're rolling to the left, it's hard to throw back to the right. But Clayton Moore made a clearing, as we've got a different formation here, made a clearing run across the middle and made a very, very good catch.
Trips to either side. Fowler back to throw. Got time. Breaking down, he runs with it. Spins around at the 40 and gets to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, we were trying to split the defense that time, Rich, with big number 67, Benny Lee Shelby, out on the far side, had linemen out to the either side, but was trying to split that defense and run one of the receivers up the seam behind the linebackers, but they had that covered, and Fowler had to run that time.
He had one receiver open going down the far sideline. 2nd and 2, back to throw goes Jeremy Fowler. Throwing it short underneath, and it's caught by Alton Dennis, who gets it to the 45-yard line, and that's a first down for Greenville at the Forney 45.
Just a short crossing route, trying to move the chains there, but on the previous play, you're right, he had a receiver. I don't know who it was, but he was open on the far side. The actual initial call there is to hit down the seam, but apparently he was rolling to the left and didn't see the guy open. Alton Dennis makes a nice catch there, and the Lions are down to the 45 of Forney.
You know, that's kind of hard to say real fast 3 times. Jeremy Fowler in big trouble, runs out of it, coming to the near side, runs into it, and is finally tackled at the 47-yard line of Forney, a 2-yard loss on the play.
Fowler was under pressure, moved up in the pocket. If he could have dumped it off to Josh McGuffey going from near side to far side on a crossing pattern, he could have had some nice yardage there. It looks like one of the Forney players is down.
He's got a cramp.
Kevin Heath was... he had time to go into the dressing room and get a drink and then come back out on the field. That's how open he was. But the protection broke down pretty quick for Jeremy in the backfield. And so it's 2nd and 12 is what it's showing, but it is 2nd down. 2nd and 12 is what it's showing. 8:17 to play here in the ball game. Greenville is trailing at 21-7. And so we will take a short timeout as Greenville Lions football continues in 30 seconds. 21-7, Greenville trailing it, 8:17 to play. The Lions looking at a 2nd and 12. The ball at the 47-yard line of Forney. Injured player is able to get off the field under his own power. That's always good news. Trips to the far side, one receiver to the near side. Fowler back to pass. Looking right, now left. Now runs, now throws. And it is incomplete at the 22-yard line. And Ryan Rupp was jumping for all he was worth, but just couldn't get up there to get that one, pull it down, so to bring up 3rd and 12.
Looked like initially we were running another inside receiver screen. When that broke down, Jeremy Fowler rolled to the left. Looked like Kevin Heath open again very late on that play, but very deep, of course. But looks like 3rd and 12 as we've got to make a connection on the pass play here to get a first.
Twins to either side. Fowler pumps once, throws it back to the far side, and it's dropped by Alton Dennis at the 48-yard line. So it'll bring up 4th and 12 for the Lions.
Looks like we had a little room, but Forney has seen that, as we've called that several times tonight. But Alton had a little bit of room to run, but 4th and 12, won't say desperation time, but something we definitely have to convert here.
Well, when you're down 2 touchdowns and 8:01 to play, and the way your offense has been playing, yeah, pumps once, does Fowler, throwing deep down the middle for Heath, and it's incomplete at the 11-yard line, went right over his head, and double coverage down there on top of that. But Heath just could not get up there to get it.
Yeah, it looked like we had a big rush by one of the Forney linemen, broke through basically immediately. So Jeremy Fowler rolls to the left, doesn't see anybody open. It throws to Kevin Heath, who was double covered down deep, just maybe a desperation pass or something else here. So Lions turned the ball over on downs.
Well, Heath had gotten behind the
he was behind
protection. So, perhaps a little bit more air under the ball and lead him on out, because he had turned around and had enough time to look directly at Jeremy and jump up in the air. So a little bit more air into the ball, maybe he could have caught it. Forney has the ball now, and they have the lead 21-7 with 7:54 to play. I formation, they're basically just going to run it. They pitch it back to Smith, and he is caught in the backfield. Reggie Washington making first contact, and then Jermaine Hamilton finishing it off.
Good play defensively by Washington and Hamilton. Brings up 2nd and 13 for Forney.
4 yards.
3, isn't it, Earl? That's what I was thinking.
Forney just going to really take their time calling the plays here. Peter Smith still in there for Forney. Got a lot of yards tonight, so the Lions know what's going to happen. Good time for Forney to do that fake or a little trick play or a play action pass if they want to take that chance.
I don't think they do. I think that they know that Greenville is a quick attack offense. And
play action pass,
it, but
up and out.
Throw it anyway. Got a receiver down the far sideline. Catch at the 30 to the 20. And then down finally at the 16-yard line. A penalty marker back at the 37-yard line.
Landon Hartwick had plenty of time that time. Not much of a rush, and looked like a late hit probably on, one of the Greenville Lions there.
Daryl Wofford with a catch. And the officials are trying to get away from the players who are all trying to figure out, okay, where are we supposed to be?
It's a nice pass by Hartwick, put a lot of air under it. Had an open receiver down there. Tyree Cozine chased him down. The way the Forney players are walking back, I'm wondering if this is going to come back, but it looked like a late hit on one of the line players, but could have been some sort of holding.
That's what I'm going to guess, because they're looking at the field for placement. Personal foul against Forney, 2nd down.
I see Ryan Mosby holding his back. I don't know if there was some extracurricular activity after the play or for sure what, but huge break for the Lions.
Big time. 6:57 to play in the ball game. 21-7. Greenville is trailing it, and I'm still surprised that Forney did that outside of the fact that it could have been a great way to put the ball game away, because they know that the quick striking ability of the Greenville Lions to put points on the board, although they've looked rather
Brings up 2nd and 26.
I'm trying to think of a good word to use, and I can't think of a good one to use, but they would look good here in the second half. Maybe we need to think of something Canadian, eh? 2nd down for Forney. They mark the ball all the way back to the 29. They need to get down to the Greenville 43 to get a first down. They just need another one of those pass plays.
A little bit of double wing here.
From the shotgun, they give it to Smith at the 30, 35, at the 40. Cuts back to the 45, and then is brought down at the 48-yard line. And he's about 8 yards short of first down.
Just a simple off-tackle play, and wow, he had plenty of room to run. Got 16, 18 yards. That puts him, 250 or 260 now as far as rushing.
Greenville has set him free tonight. They just, here in the second half, they just set him free.
It's 3rd and 9, and basically a first down really going to hurt you, as a lot of the players that goes both ways now for the Greenville Lions, hands on hips. Tired of chasing Peter Smith around tonight.
256 yards in the ball game for Smith. With 6:10 to play here in the ball game, Greenville trailing it. Hartwick
Play
from
action
under
pass.
center, ready to throw, far side. Caught at the 42, first down as he goes out of bounds, and a penalty marker. And fists are being thrown at the 48-yard line, and they're still throwing fists.
Yeah, we got a full-fledged. We got to get the team separated.
Ty Finney most likely will be ejected for the Greenville Lions.
Yeah, a lot of fists being thrown. Ty Finney's probably out, and I didn't catch the number for them, but they were both very much
two
involved
of them,
in that.
that were on Ty Finney.
Flag down on the field.
And it'll take a while for them to sort this out. Now, if they do throw him out, then he cannot come in until the second half of next week's ball game, if he can stay on the team.
And that's really going to hurt the Lions because we're short at running back already. And, of course, Ty plays defense also.
Well, we've seen Forney do some dirty things tonight, and they've gotten away with it. And it may have just been more than Ty could handle. That doesn't excuse him doing what he did. I wouldn't even begin to go there because there's just no excuse for that. Because he was the only one I saw throwing fists, actually.
Ty got a little excited last week in the J.J. Pierce game, spiked the ball after play and got another personal foul penalty. So I guess as the referees sort this out, we'll probably have offsetting, I would assume.
No,
but there may be.
I don't think so. I think they're going to go ahead and tack Greenville for this because they were all dead ball fouls, and you got one after another. Now during the play, I think maybe you can have offsetting penalties, but I don't. I'm speculating at this point. I'm just so aggravated that our player did that to begin with.
Yes.
But now they're talking to Jeff Cordell, the referee is, and explaining it to Coach Cordell, who is not a happy camper right now. And they're both shaking heads in agreement, it would appear, Coach Cordell and the referee. So now we're still waiting on the referee to give us some sort of an indication.
Yeah,
personal foul against the Greenville Lions, personal foul against Forney, offsetting penalties. Get out of town.
Right.
They're going to replay the down after that.
I do believe so. Ty Finney walked off of the field. I believe he's probably been ejected, but
no, he has to throw the thumb. If there's an ejection,
he did. You're right. He did not throw the thumb up.
Nobody has been thrown out of the ball game, and so I'm not sure what the. And I'm not saying Forney's innocent here.
No, but I don't think Forney would be happy with the results and the call there.
I'm not happy with it.
Offsetting penalty marks out the play.
The referee is coming back over and talking to Coach Cordell, and apparently giving something back to Coach Cordell. One of the players lost their sleeve that has the
wristband plays, yes.
And after Forney had written down all the plays, Xeroxed it over on the far side.
Yes, then it was given back.
Then it was given back. I just made that up.
That's from the New England Patriot playbook.
Yeah. It is. Now it's everybody got caught when they got caught.
Well, it's like 3rd and 9.
And 9, and nobody ejected out of the ball game, and I am absolutely shocked. The films will go to Austin on that, I promise you. And this officiating crew will be judged severely for that. From the shotgun, Hartwick gives it off inside to Smith, and Smith goes down at the 50-yard line. And so now everything becomes precarious on each play.
It most certainly does. You don't know what's going to be involved if you don't have a player ejection to let them know in such a play as that, to let them know who has control of the game. You leave yourself open. Landon Hartwick gave a very, very good fake with his hand way up in the air as he rolled out that time. Peter Smith got a few yards, but looked like Forney's going to let the play clock run down virtually to nothing before they punt this ball. Greenville has
5:20 to play
no one
in the
back.
game.
No one back. Looks like they're going to have a quick kick, and they'll just let the ball bounce. Greenville has no one back.
21-7, Greenville trailing it. Hardwick gives a signal, and he has a quick punt. Hamilton gets a pop on Hardwick, and Hardwick turns around and is begging the referee, "Can you believe that he hit me after I punted the ball?" I mean, he just pushed him. It didn't knock him down or anything. And here's Hardwick at 6'3",
230 pounds.
Yeah, and then
Jermaine Hamilton's
probably 5'8", 5'9", something like that. But I'm telling you, Hamilton is as solid as a brick wall.
He sure is. He sure is. So Jermaine Hamilton at 5'7", 185. Given the 230-pounder all he wanted, he just bumped him on the punt there, but 5
Forney
minutes.
is out there talking some real trash right now. They know they're leading 21-7. There's 4:59 to play in the game, and I have to go back to the deal with the two players that Ty Finney had tied up with. Ty Finney was by himself, but he was giving both of the Jackrabbits more than they wanted.
And they were not small Jackrabbits. These
No.
are large West Texas Jackrabbits.
Twins to either side. Fowler from the shotgun. Back to throw over the middle. And is dropped by Marcus.
Looks like Derek Lucas was on a crossing pattern there. Very, very nice pass by Jeremy Fowler there, and Derek couldn't hold on to it, so it'll be 2nd and 10.
That's one of those. That's a drop.
For number 10, Lucas.
Lucas has been with the team long enough to know that Jeremy likes to throw bullets, and so you know that's what's coming.
Unfortunately,
you got to catch it.
I think Jeremy Fowler does throw the ball a little hard, but we'll see what happens here.
Trips to the near side. Fowler with time to throw. Complete to Clayton Moore at the 35. Still up at the 40 and out of bounds. And hit out of bounds at the 41.
Nice
and
crossing
they're going to mark him out at the 40.
Nice crossing pattern by Clayton Moore. Hit with the pass on the run and delivered the blow to two of the Jackrabbits, basically running over them to get out of bounds, making another first down for the Lions. But that's the number one receiver on that play. So good blocking up front to let that play clear out.
Justin Price doing an awful lot of trash talking for Forney. Jeremy Fowler running for his life, throws it to the right side, caught at the 45, out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. This time Derek Lucas hangs on to the ball. Did you see a flag, Earl?
You're right, Earl. There's a lot of trash talking by that one player down there. I know there was a lot of talking during the summer in the 7-on-7 drills and some things that I won't mention, but some of that trash talk is still going on.
2nd and 4 play. Jeremy Fowler under pressure, runs out of it. On the run now to the 45. Backpedals to the 40-yard line and gets a first down. And it's one of the Forney Jackrabbits that's a little bit slow getting up. They've been the ones that have been slow getting up all night.
That's true. That was number 83. I'm not sure what his name is, but he made the tackle from behind, made a nice recovery.
1st and 10, handoff inside. Jermaine Hamilton at the 35, the 30. And then down to the 28-yard line. That's enough for another first down for the Greenville Lions as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 3:50 to play.
Good block by Cody Ugaldi in the backfield to free up Jermaine Hamilton as the Lions are inside the Forney 30 with 3:50 left.
May wind up seeing some of the most exciting football of the season here in the last 4 minutes of this game. Timeout is called by Forney. Welcome back to T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. Here come the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line with 3:50 to play. Trips to the far side. Handoff inside to Jermaine Hamilton, who gets it to about the 28-yard line. And the clock is going to roll, so they've got to get up and get hurried back to the line of scrimmage and work out of this no-huddle offense. By the way, Logan Sharkey caught that last ball for the Greenville Lions. 2nd and 10 for Greenville. They start the play clock with 3:27 to play in the game. Greenville trailing at 21-7. Fowler back to throw. Under pressure, throws it over the middle. Caught by Clayton Moore at the 23. short of a first down, and he is going to be given forward progress to the 22 and a penalty marker back.
Thought we had
at
holding
the 37, and holding is the call by the referee against the Greenville Lions, and so that'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, and he dropped the hanky at the 37-yard line.
That was Manning Stewart. He was back there, and as Jeremy Fowler was virtually immediately under pressure, he moved up the pocket. It looked like Manning had a good block on there, but I guess the referee saw separation and maybe a little bit of the jersey in there and threw it at his feet. So it's still going to be, I guess, 2nd and 20 here. Lions really can't afford any more penalties, as we hadn't had enough already tonight. Earl, how many yards have we had in penalties tonight?
Only 45, actually.
45 yards in penalties, but the Lions have been penalized a ton. Here come the Lions now to 2nd and 20.
55 minutes, sorry.
Fowler throwing deep and a nobody home at the 10-yard line. It's where the pass landed, and the nearest Greenville was about 15 yards. Greenville line was about 15 yards away. That was Alton Dennis. And again, it looked like the same route they had down here at the other end, where he cut the route off instead of going deep.
Looks like Jeremy Fowler and Alton Dennis are not on the same page. Alton may be seeing double coverage and breaking off that route now. I don't know if Jeremy Fowler should read that, or it's just a straight go, or for sure what, but it brings up 3rd and 20 for the Lions in 4-down territory.
Twins to either side. Fowler with the snap from the shotgun. Got time to throw. Rolling right, throwing right. Caught by Clayton Moore at the 30, and then down to the 25. Not enough for a first down. We'll bring up 4th down. And about 7 with 2:54 to play and the clock rolling.
Clayton Moore got in a bubble that time. Just basically, folks, what that is, the bubble between where there are no defending players. Jeremy Fowler had a little bit of pressure. Roll to the right, Clayton was there, so it brings up 4th and 4 as the Lions go last desperation here.
4th down play for the Lions. Fowler running to the left, throwing to the left, caught, and then out of bounds at the 15-yard line goes Josh McGuffey. I'm sorry, that's Ryan Rupp. The 1 is a lot easier to see. That's enough for a first down. They would have had to stop the clock to move the chains anyway. 2:30 to play, 21-7. Greenville is trailing it, trying to decrease that 2-touchdown lead that they have surrendered to Forney here in the last 2 quarters. Fowler back to throw. Throwing over the middle, ball tipped high up into the air and then dropped by one of the defensive players for Forney, and he should have caught it, and it might have had House on that ball. I don't know.
That's the clearing underneath pattern again, trying to get the defense to run off with the deep receivers and have the clearing underneath pattern. Jeremy Fowler's pass was too high.
Well, it was also very hot.
It was very
because
catchable.
it got tipped. It covered a lot of territory and gave them a lot of time to get under. Fowler back to throw. Right side, caught by Alton Dennis at the 5. Touchdown, Greenville.
Good shot, Alton Dennis. Made a very nice move on the inside post there. Jeremy Fowler throws a bullet to him in there, and we're an extra point away here from being a 7-point ball game.
Well, the defender looked like he fell down, go boom.
I believe he did. I think he thought Alton was going to run the post corner and turn around and get behind him, but Alton kept running the route inside and did a good job of catching the ball and stepping into the end zone after a few yards.
Marcus Lacey was the defender. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is perfect. And the Lions trail it 21-14 with 2:18 to play in the ball game. And we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Welcome back to T.A. Cotton Ford Stadium. The Lions just got on the scoreboard with a 14-yard touchdown pass to Alton Dennis from Jeremy Fowler. 10 plays, 75 yards in 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And 2:18 to play now in the ball game. So based on, let's see, it took them 2:41 to score that touchdown. The Lions don't have the luxury of that much time because they're having to kick away to the Forney Jackrabbits. Of course, everybody is expecting an onside kick here.
Ryan Rump's an onside kick specialist, if you will, but it looks like Andrew Tarrant's going to try this one, if it is indeed an onside kick. Of course, Forney is expecting that. Everybody up, 9 players up, and 2 other players standing at the 20-yard line, but he's deep like he's going to kick it a full kickoff here.
Well, it could be a popover, could be a squib kick, could be an onside kick, could be a straightaway kick, which is what it is. They take it at the 5-yard line.
Far side.
Across the 15, down to 20, far sideline at the 30, and then caught and knocked down and out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
Had a couple of players get out of their lanes on the kickoff there, so Forney was able to get outside and get it all the way back to the 40-yard line.
Cody Ugaldi with the tackle for the Lions that time. 2:09 to play, 21-14, Greenville trailing it. And so Forney's going to want to use as much clock as they can, but they've absolutely got to get a first down to be able to do that.
Yeah, you're right, Rich. They need one first down. The Lions have all 3 timeouts left. Forney has 2, so we'll see here. Needed some big stops by these linebackers, Reggie Washington, Andy Wood. Maybe some big plays inside from Justin Reeves.
Twins to the near side. Hartwick under center, pitches it to Lewis. And he is caught in the backfield and roped and knocked down at the 40-yard line. A timeout called by the Greenville Lions with 2:04 to play in the game. Greenville trailing at 21-14, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. 21-14, Greenville trailing it. Play clock is just now, well, they started a few seconds ago, but they're taking their time. Forney is, which they should. 2nd and 10 play for the Jackrabbits. The game clock hasn't started yet.
There's the pass.
Hartwig back to pass, pumps once, now throws it over the middle, up for grabs, and it is almost pulled away and intercepted by Courtney Gray.
There's another off the back foot throw by Landon Hartwick, trying to hit, I don't see the number down there, but he was actually behind that Courtney Gray or Alton Dennis, and Courtney Gray made a recovery and pulled the ball out at the last second, so that kind of surprises me. By Forney
was the intended receiver,
because that stops the clock and really gives the Lions a decent shot here if they can stop. I forever will think they will give the ball to Peter Smith.
3rd down play, that would be the wise thing to do because Hartwick is not a good passer. He's not a good runner. And timeout is called by the Greenville Lions with 1:57 to play here in the ball game. 21-14, Greenville trailing it, and we'll take a timeout. Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. We got 1:57 seconds left in the football game. Greenville trailing at 21-14 here at home. And Forney has it on a 3rd down play and 10 from their 40-yard line.
Like the line crowd's getting excited. Sounds like an earthquake up here.
From the shotgun is Hartwick. Gives it off to Smith. And Smith is tackled with a penalty marker coming in by the referee late.
Looks like Landon Hartwick was the lead blocker there, but surely that wasn't on Greenville. I think it was holding number 6.
Against the Forney Jackrabbits, and that'll be a penalty the Lions will decline because it'll bring up 4th down. Then they're looking towards the sideline to see what Coach Cordell wants to do. It is declined by the Lions, and it'll bring up 4th down at about 8. 1:50 to play. I'm not sure that I wouldn't have taken it.
You know, and the clock will start here, so they can take another 30 seconds off. I'm not so sure. You'd almost use that last timeout to save these precious few seconds for offense. But
4th down for Forney, and Hartwick is in the shotgun, twins to either side. Smith is standing to his left. 6 seconds on the play clock. 1:27 on the game clock, and it's rolling.
Looks like they'll take a penalty here.
And timeout is called by Forney with 1:24 as they're trying to eat up as much time as they can. 21-14, they lead it over Greenville, and we'll be back when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. Fourth down play for Forney with 1:24 to play in the ball game. Hartwick is standing back at his 30-yard line. Gets a good snap. Gets off a quick kick. Takes a Greenville roll from the 35 to the 39. And Courtney Gray ran up like he was going to scoop it up, which was probably pretty wise. Otherwise, they'd have continued to look at it as long as the clock was rolling.
Yeah, Forney did a good job of not downing the ball, letting a few extra seconds run off the clock. Looks like Greenville Lions will have it at their own 39-yard line with 1:12 left, going south to north on the far hash with one timeout left.
21-14. They've got a lot of players that they don't have tonight. The Keyston Williams being one that they are sorely missing.
And bless his heart, man, and Stewart, the right guard, is out there limping and all, and he's giving it 110%.
Trips to the right. Fowler back to throw as he was the lone setback. Throws it underneath, incomplete at the 45-yard line. On a pass intended for McGuffey with 1:07 to play.
Looked like Jeremy Fowler had Alton Dennis on a little bit of a flag route on the far sideline. If he could have seen him, he was open and put air under the ball and let Alton Dennis go get it.
2nd and 10. Fowler back to throw. Over the middle, and it is dropped by Courtney Gray at the 50-yard line, but it was a little bit low and behind him. He was trying to pick it up off his shoe tops.
Rather low pass by Jeremy Fowler there on the post pattern to Courtney Gray. Courtney made a good attempt at it and was hit around the ankles as he tried to come up with the pass, and so he comes off the field. So 2 passes there that really should have tried to take advantage of.
3rd and 10 for the Greenville Lions. Trips to the near side. Fowler back to throw. The blitz coming, tosses it out right side. Caught by McGuffey, who runs out of bounds and is hit out of bounds at about the 47-yard line of Forney with 55 seconds to play. But that was a very heads-up play by McGuffey and a great catch, and it was an excellent throw by Jeremy Fowler.
Yeah, Jeremy Fowler was under a heavy rush that time, looking to his left, went back to the right, and Josh McGuffey just standing there begging him to throw him the ball. But Josh made a nice recovery, got the first down, but more importantly, got out of bounds. The Lions got 1st and 10 on the 47.
Fowler back to throw. Throwing deep to Kevin Heath. And Kevin Heath can't get there, tipped away by one of the defenders. Forney.
Kevin Heath running a fly pattern there. Jeremy Fowler saw him, let the ball fly, threw it about 55, 54, 53 yards in the air. Threw it on the inside. If he could have thrown it outside more where Kevin Heath was, might have gotten there. Might have been a stretch for Kevin Heath, all 5'6" or 5'7" of him. So brings up 2nd and 10 with 48 seconds left.
I might run that one again, actually. Fowler back to throw. Throwing it over the middle, Clayton Moore, and he is knocked down at the 41-yard line. Not enough for a first down.
Like the Lions used their last timeout.
Timeout being called. This one is called by the Greenville Lions with 39 seconds to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing it 21-14 with a 3rd down coming up when Greenville Lions football continues in a moment. 39 seconds to play. Fowler back to throw, caught by Ryan Rump, and out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and another first down for the Greenville Lions.
Excellent catch by Ryan Rump, just run a simple out route. More importantly, got out of bounds as the Lions don't have any timeouts. Jeremy Fowler hits the pass there. Another fresh set of downs, but more importantly, 34 seconds left with the Lions at the 32-yard line of Forney. Last 2 minutes of the first half and last 2 minutes of the game, I think the most exciting.
Fowler from the shotgun with twins to either side. Picks up a low snap, throws it deep down the far side. Caught by Alton Dennis at the 20-yard line. Did not get out of bounds, but it's enough for a first down, and it will stop the clock so they move the chains.
Excellent pass by Fowler as he threw all the way across the field. Got it out there to Alton Dennis. He wasn't able to get out of bounds, but it looks like we're going to spike the ball here as the clock starts.
Well, he shouldn't. Should go ahead and get the play, but it does spike it. But they had to move the chains, so they had the timeout that they needed. 26 seconds to play in the ball game. Greenville trailing at 21-14 as Fowler spikes the ball to stop the clock.
You're right though, Rich. They moved the change, and even though the coaching staff was telling them to spike it, I don't think we had to there.
Nope.
We could have gone ahead and run the play. What is that? First and 10. The Lions at the 20-yard line.
Second down.
That's right.
We spiked the ball and couldn't have. Back to pass goes Fowler, throws it right, caught by Alton Dennis.
Oh, we got to get out of bounds. We got to get out of bounds, guys.
At the 13-yard line.
We got a penalty there.
Play, and a penalty marker is thrown.
Thank you, Forney. Thank you, Forney.
We'll take game that. Is what Earl is claiming.
Was it? Did the clock run out?
No.
I thought it was.
No, the guy sat on top of the Greenville guy.
Thought it was a delay. Well, if it's delay a game, that'll give us a first down, will it not?
Well, it's probably going to be a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, because the guy sat on Alton Dennis and wouldn't let him up.
And now that's just rude.
Yeah. Personal foul charged against.
Should be automatic first down.
Automatic first down, and it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Wow.
I'm guessing, so take it to the 7-yard line with 17 seconds to play. See, that's just stupid football by Forney.
It is.
Just.
I really wish we were under center here.
But we're not. We got 17 seconds to play. Twins to either side. Fowler ready to go to work. Back to throw. Being chased. Rolling to the near side. Tucks and runs. Dives for the end zone.
Touchdown.
Does he get it?
Yes.
Touchdown, Greenville.
With 6 seconds left.
We were waiting on indication from one of the officials, and there were 3 of them down there. None of them put their arms up, and then the line judge on the near side said, yeah, his knee never came down because he dove for the line, and the football and him crossed the line before his knee hit the ground. The Lions have a chance to tie it up here with a PAT.
Sorry, I got a little excited in your ear there, Rich. I didn't know that Jeremy Fowler made the touchdown there.
The Lions do not have enough people on the field.
Looks like we're short.
And they were going to go for 2. They've got 15 seconds on the play clock, 6 seconds on the game clock. They've got to have the PAT. And they run the fake, and there's nobody in the end zone to throw it back to the right side.
Oh, my word.
Gray, and he runs right
my word.
the field.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
The 2-point conversion is good by the Greenville Lions.
You know, Rich, I think that was a design play. They worked on that this week, that Jeremy looked like he needed. Oh, a celebration.
Yeah, well, penalty markers are coming because there were Greenville fans throwing footballs out of the field, which is stupid.
Now, will that cost us the play?
Yes, it will. Yeah, it's 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Greenville Lions.
There is flag down on the play.
You've got, because the students down here, the kids, and boy, Heath Jarvis is red. He is mad because students started throwing footballs on the field. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct charged against the Greenville Lions, and it'll be assessed on the kickoff.
Wow.
But that was just absolutely, God, how many stupid people are on their planet?
How many silly things can happen at a football game? But a well-called design play by the Greenville coaching staff to act like the holder can't get the ball down. Jeremy Fowler rolled to the left, acted like he didn't have anybody open, turned around, threw it back across the field in a design play to Courtney Gray, and Courtney Gray made a fantastic weave, if you will, all through the Forney defense. And now, Rich, when does special teams come back into play?
I was ready to take him across my knee because he was running right back into traffic.
And a couple of times it looked like he was going to be hit. Now we have to be aware of what happened in the first half with Forney doing that crazy play with the pitch back, and Peter Smith ending up with the ball. You could have all kinds of things happen as we had the 15-yard penalty. We really, really have to be careful here that Forney doesn't get a chance to return this thing and get in the open field. We need our speed guys out there, and I certainly hope Kevin Heath is on the field.
The officials are out there waving both teams back out on the field because they were taking too much time getting back out. And
like we're going to kick
got the speed guys in, so the stupid penalty from the stupid kids on the sideline throwing footballs out on the field.
That was very, very costly to the team with these kids
throwing back to the 25-yard line.
And I don't know whether it was some of the smaller kids or some of the high school kids down here.
The smaller kids were sitting with the parents. It was high school kids on the sideline.
So it really cost the Lions as they're going to have to kick off.
Looks like
the
25-yard
Andrew
line.
Tarrant's going to kick from the 25-yard line.
6 seconds to play on the ball game, and here comes Tarrant who kicks it pretty much as hard as he can. It's fumbled at the 23.
We just need to be careful. It looks like they're going to throw it back across the field.
That's exactly what they're going to do, and the Lions are ready for it. It's going to become the ball game is over because the clock is dead, and so now the Lions just need to make a sure tackle.
He's down. Looks like they're still letting it go.
The penalty marker goes down at the 20 yard line.
I believe I saw a face mask.
And
so we have to be careful.
See what the flag is, because if it's against the defending team, the game cannot end on a defensive play.
There was a couple of brutal hits by the Greenville Lions, completely and totally legal, as the ball carriers were.
Well, Forney they've already given up, and the referee is picking up his flag.
No flag.
Dead ball foul.
Looks like we got
waved off, and there are injured Forney players all over the football field.
We just need to be careful and be respectful of, looks like on the 45-yard line, looks like we've got a couple of injured players. But
the important thing, let me go ahead and get this in, the Lions win the ball game.
Yes, very true.
The final score, 22-21. The Lions come from behind after the Forney looked like they were just going to dominate the football game, but the Greenville Lions come from behind to win it 22-1. 22-21, I should say. I got excited there for a moment.
Well, I did too, and I didn't mean to yell in your ear, but as a dad, it's hard to, but I really didn't think he had it, Rich, as the near side linesman was about to call. I thought maybe Jeremy Fowler had landed about the half-yard line.
And the player is able to get up. Hartwick is who it is, the young Hartwick, and he's able to get up and walk off under his own power. But McElveen is back on the 24, and Peter Smith is limping off the field at the 17.
He made an incredible rushing game tonight. I don't know what the final totals is.
Well, I'll give those to you here, because Earl's got everything we'd ever want.
Earl, I think there's smoke, folks, coming from Earl's hard drive over here as far as the laptop computer goes, but what a finish to an otherwise very early, boring, very sloppily played game, but it ended up being a very, very exciting game as the cool October winds blow. Greenville Lions come away with a 22-21 thrilling victory.
And we'll take a timeout. Greenville Lions won it 22-21 coming from behind as they convert the two-point conversion. The Lions won it 22-21.